Games venue later tonight as they gear up for the South Africa Sevens this weekend. With their victory in Dubai at the weekend and now history, there are already positive vibes ahead. Yesterday, head coach Ben Ryan's tweet said, quote, "Thanks for the congratulations. The team gave it their all this weekend. All 12 uninjured, so unchanged squad for Port Elizabeth," unquote. Fiji is grouped with Scotland, Australia and France in Pool A for the South Africa Sevens. IRB Sevens World Series world champions New Zealand remain confident they will bounce back in the upcoming South Africa Sevens. The side was blown away by Fiji 44-0 in the Dubai Cup semi-finals, but they are now hoping for a better outing in Port Elizabeth.
It couldn't have been more bitter than this for the Fiji-born Kiwis, as they could do was watch as the Digicel Fiji Sevens side thumped the New Zealand 44-0 in the Dubai Sevens.
We got totally outclassed, and you can't play the game without any possession. We didn't get any really, and Fiji scored some wonderful tries. Just totally outclassed.
It's the only explanation from the World Sevens top coach, Sir Gordon Tidgens. He hopes they will be back in the South Africa Sevens this weekend.
The side's going to be challenged now, how we can pick ourselves up and get up for it. We'll also go to another tournament next week in Port Elizabeth in South Africa. You know, so we're only into the second tournament.
Fiji were on top of their game, every kick and pass connecting to the players.
Too white. If they score here, it's shut the gate for Fiji.
This surely put the All Blacks under pressure.
No excuses whatsoever. In talking to the players in the change room afterwards, you know, I wasn't about to blow them up. You know, they've got to reflect on it, and they're hurting, obviously really badly, and just like we all are. But you've got to shelve that now, and you've got to flush it, and you've got to look to move forward.
They are confident of a better outing in their bid to defend the South Africa Sevens title after Fiji denied them their fourth consecutive title last weekend.
London last year, the World Cup, and obviously in the Gold Coast, and that was our first loss for a long time. So now we can bounce back, I'm sure, with a lot of character.
He hopes they can recover this coming week as they look to forget the worst ever defeat by any New Zealand Seven sides. Vashnil Prasad, Fiji One News.
The Flying Fijians had a balanced northern tour this year, winning 2 games and losing another 2. They return home this afternoon. The side took on a classy Barbarian side and went down 43-19.
Coached by the All Blacks boss, led by a Springbok. After a year of hostilities, New Zealanders and South Africans became teammates for the day. While they took time to gel, the Fijians clicked early.
And that's lovely running from Matawale. Still Matawale looks for support. The crowd really responding to this, and it's given on to Tigaratuba, and Tigaratuba is going to score.
The Chiefs winger playing centre, impressive on attack. The Fijians' defence, though, at times went missing.
I don't think the referee's blown. No, he hasn't. Vermeulen's gone.
It took 50 minutes, but Fiji were then gone as well.
LaRue crossfield looks for Piatau, and he's got it, and he's away this time. Said he wasn't going for him, but this is going for him all right.
Charles Piatau's mate Stephen Luatua also capped off a fine debut international season. After 2 years of struggles with serious injuries, box favourite Skulk Burger looked fit.
Offloads, oh that's brilliant.
Barbar's magic at its best, first from Jean de Villiers. Then the Burger pass to Tom Taylor. 43-19 in the end, and the year ends on a high for several young All Blacks.
And the Fiji Police Force officially opened the Ratusukuna Bowl competition this morning. Now with the fanfare over, both discipline forces will get down to business as they try and outmuscle each other. As Vashnil Prasad reports, police are already confident of its chances of retaining most of the titles that are up for grabs this year.
The theme says it all as the Fiji Police Force officially opened the 63rd Ratusukuna Bowl competition in style this morning. The host marked the opening with a walk through Laudala Bay following the Fiji Police Band.
This was used to be done on the morning of the main Schooner Bowl team day, but we have changed it just to have a walk together, just a change of the venues, and also it is also a good time for the players just to come and see each other.
The countdown is much more louder now as 6 different sports take part during the week-long competition. Police look confident and are ready for battle.
Yeah, we are hosting this year, and we have started off this morning, and then all the preparation have been on the mark, We have achieved all with what we would like to have it on the ground before the actual start of the first game, which is boxing.
For sure, the rivalry will be at its best between the two forces. They have 3 more days to prepare before facing each other at the ANZ National Stadium.
I think both camps have been preparing very well. This is one of the games that we look up into on all the calendar of the organization, both forces, on all our work that we do. This is one of the day that we look forward to.
The Sukuna Bowl officially starts tomorrow with boxing taking center stage. Vashnil Prasad, Fiji One News.
The Fiji Football Association's National League will kick off in style here in the capital city next month. The National League Board have decided the league will officially kick off on January 19th. The official opening will be held at the ANZ Stadium.
It will be played on a home and away basis, and looking at the reduced number of teams this year, it's only 56 matches, and we'll be able to manage it in a few months' time.
Host Suva will face Lambasa in the opening game, while 2 more games will be played in the West. And in the new format of the league, the teams have to be consistent throughout to avoid direct relegation to the Premier Division.
The competition will be tough this year as 8 teams will be participating, and on top of that, teams should be cautious from the beginning of the National League, as there will be direct demotion to Premier Division, and top team from Premier Division will be promoted to Super Premier Division automatically.
To English Premier League action, John Terry marked his 400th Premier League appearance with a crucial goal as Chelsea recovered from conceding inside 13 seconds to beat Southampton and go second on the table. The Blues had actually moved up a place on goal difference before kick-off following Liverpool's defeat at Hull. Chelsea took the lead through headers from Gary Cahill and his centre-back partner Terry in the first half. Half-time substitute Demba Ba sealed victory in the final minute, sliding the ball home from close range. Samir Nasri struck twice as Manchester City moved into third in the Premier League with victory over Swansea. The side opened the account with a goal from Alvaro Negredo, who scored an early 25-yard free kick. Then Samir Nasri struck twice in each half to give Manchester City a crucial win and second spot on the points table. 2 Wayne Rooney goals earned Manchester United a point at White Hart Lane as they fought back twice to deny Tottenham a much-needed victory. Kyle Walker put Tottenham ahead with a free kick that flew under the United wall. But United responded quickly when Hugo Lloris fouled Danny Welbeck in the box and Rooney fired home from the spot. Rooney then scored his second goal to give Man United a handy 1 point to sit on 8th position in the EPL standing. Arsenal is now 7 points clear on the English football's Premier League table, crushing Cardiff City 2-0. It was a triumph to return home for Welsh midfielder Aaron Ramsey, who lifted Cardiff to a multi-million-dollar deal 5 years ago.
Even the Cardiff City fans stand up to applaud their former hero.
Ramsey drilling home his second goal and his 8th of the EPL season right on full time. The Lambasa football team successfully defended the women's inter-district title, beating Lautoka 1-0 at Govind Park. Both sides applied early pressure but were unable to capitalize with the opportunities. Lautoka had some early chances but were denied. They were locked 0-0 at the break, and Lambasa then found the back of the net in the last quarter of the second half, scoring a goal through Wainikiti Vosandrau. After a 34-2 thumping from the Rugby League World Cup champions Australia, New Zealand's Stephen Kearney needs time to decide whether he wants to continue as coach of the Kiwis. His contract ran out after the final, with the players also coming back from the loss.
For top try scorer Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, his first foray in a Rugby League World Cup final was a quick one. His first run with the ball was his last. He heard a crack in his leg.
And I sort of looked down my sensor, said, well, I'm gone and this, and yeah, just walked off emotional.
The 20-year-old got a blow to his leg in the semi-final against England and struggled through training.
I get scans on Monday and see how I go from there.
That level of disappointment was widespread, with the tough men of rugby league reduced to tears.
Yeah, it means so much to a lot of the players, all our families, all our friends back home. We let them all down. Try to come up with something special and it just wasn't to be, but definitely feel gutted for the brothers.
Manu Vatuvai says the changing room was silent.
Nothing to explain how we felt. There's no words said.
It wasn't easy coming second for the Kiwi fans either.
That bloody Aussies, eh? Gutting, but yeah, fair credit to them.
Australia are just so clinical.
The Kiwi coach says there's not a lot to be positive about, but says there is a silver lining for some of the younger players.
If you want to be in a black and white jersey in 4 years' time back here, what Australia put up today, that's what it's going to take.
The first step, getting over the shock.
The Triton Swimming Club are conducting coaching clinics in the school holidays for children who do not know how to swim. More than 20 school children are part of their first clinic session that started today. They'll be undergoing classes for the next 10 days before they can qualify as a swimmer.
And we've just recently received a grant from the Ministry of Youth, and the grant is to run a Swim for Life clinic for students during this holiday season.
The swimming sessions are not only for children but also for adults. The club officials will hold similar clinics in January, where they expect the number of participants to increase.
And then the next session starts in January, so we're welcoming parents to bring their kids along. If they miss this session, there's always a session in January.
Champion car race driver Ravin Nath is hoping to break his record in the Fiji Car Club's new season next year. Nath, who won his 12th consecutive quarter-mile drag race title, clocking 10.04 seconds, believes he can drive in less time. Due to mechanical issues, Nath will now have to retune his car before the new season.
Six cylinder was not working. I had only, 7 cylinder was going. One of the cylinders was working, see. So I have to test my car, because time dropped. So now I have to do is to go and reopen my engine and see what was wrong with the cylinder.
And that's all from the sports desk tonight, Vili.
Thanks, Drew. Stay with us with world news from our global news partner, CNN, after the break.